Episode 2. As you already have seen in the previous episode, Lemuel Gulliver was a curious traveler. He was a man who loved to explore distant lands and uncover the mysteries they held. One of the most peculiar places he visited was the floating island known as Laputa, a magical place that soared high above the clouds. The people of Laputa, called the Houyhnhnms, were known for their extraordinary intelligence. They spent their days concocting the most bizarre experiments, like trying to draw sunlight from cucumbers or transforming ice into gunpowder. They even attempted to build houses starting from the roof and working downwards. While this all seemed very clever, most of their experiments didn't quite work out as they planned, showing that having a smart brain doesn't always mean making wise choices. Below this floating marvel lay Belnabarbi, a land that wasn't as lucky. The crops withered and the buildings fell apart because of the Laputan's impractical ideas that seeped down from above. Gulliver watched in wonder and a little bit of worry as he moved from one land to another, dreaming of places where life was simpler and more sensible. Eventually, Gulliver found himself in the most extraordinary land of all, a country inhabited by the Houyhnhnms, wise and gentle horses that walked on four legs but spoke with reason and grace. The Houyhnhnms lived a life of peace, always honest, never greedy, and guided by their common sense. In the same land lived the Yahoos, who were wild and untamed human-like creatures. Gulliver was taken aback by their unruly nature and saw parts of himself in their base instincts. The Houyhnhnms' calm and collected way made Gulliver wish that all beings could be as serene and rational as these noble horses. Despite his admiration for the Houyhnhnms, they thought him to be too much like the Yahoos and kindly told him he needed to leave. With a heart full of mixed emotions, Gulliver built himself a tiny boat to sail once more over the shimmering seas. Upon returning to England, Gulliver found it difficult to mingle with his fellow people. They now seemed mean and selfish to him after having lived amongst the Houyhnhnms. He enjoyed spending his days in the company of the horses back home, preferring their friendship over that of any human. Gulliver's journeys across the seas had shown him incredible wonders, both good and bad, and taught him more than he'd ever imagined. The adventures in the world had helped him learn about the quirks of human nature itself. While he knew he couldn't change everyone, he was glad to have the chance to understand the big, wide world and himself a little better.